Now they sat there, they watched me talk about cannabis as medicine and the law and the fact that I sell it to people that are sick. They watched me give out 101 cookies. I was on the front page of the Times Columnist, I was in the news, and they told the media that when cannabis is cooked, the THC is somehow neutralized and they can't analyze it, which just is not true at all. Oh, could you guys make sure that's still clear there, folks? Thanks. So anyway, the next year I'm thinking, okay, they let me give away cookies last year. I'm going to give away a lot more because everybody's going to show up, right? So I worked for 3 days. I made 420 cookies. I know I did. I double counted to make sure I had that many. Ironically, when the police arrested me and charged me, I ended up going to court for 383 cookies. You know, 37 of them went missing in the police station. And I know why, because when the officer, Darren Lar, you may know Lars by his nickname, was asking me, you know, what was in the cookies and what the cookies would do, I was just doing the sales job, right? It's like, well, you know, they don't really, you know, get you too high. They just kind of mellow you out and take the edge off. It's sort of like a light alcohol buzz, but you don't get stupid. You know, anyway, I was actually eventually charged with trafficking or possession for the purpose of trafficking THC. I was convicted by a jury. I had a 5-day jury trial for my cookie giveaway. And because I told the media it was a hot cookie giveaway and stuff, I couldn't exactly argue that it was such low dosage that it was below 0.3%. So it was no different than hemp food. That was kind of the arguments that I was using. It was a health food product, right? You know. But anyway, the jury convicted me, and I ended up spending 1 day in jail. It was really about 2 hours in the afternoon in the courthouse downtown. But I am a cookie convict, and so it's something I'm proud of. But nevertheless, I'm careful about. So you won't see me giving out cookies anymore. But stick around a minute and you may find someone else. Anyway, Hempology is doing a lot. This month alone, Hempology 101 is organizing 29 different events, rallies, and just meetings trying to legalize cannabis any way we possibly can. You see a bunch of signs for S10. My friend James is going around with some of the handouts that we've made. We're not only at the Cenotaph by the Inner Harbor every Friday at noon, but we move around every Saturday from noon to 1, and now we're proud to St. Courtney every Friday from 11 to 1. We're out with our Stop S10 signs and handouts, protesting the mandatory minimums that the Conservative government wants to bring into effect. Most people haven't heard of S10. The media doesn't mention it very often. They'll mention the drug crime strategy. They'll mention the $9 billion they put aside to build prisons for me and my friends. Because that's what they want to do. They just want to throw everybody that grows and sells pot in jail. They want to do that with everybody else too that uses any so-called illegal drug. But we're their primary target with these mandatory minimums. And so Bill S10 is before the Senate. It will likely pass the Senate before Christmas, and sometime early next year, these mandatory minimums will come into law if either the Liberals don't call an election or something else doesn't happen. So we're really concerned about this. The handouts have got a 1-800 number that you can call Ottawa, call the senators, the members of parliament, the different ministers. You can email, you can write to the newspapers, you can come out to our rallies, please. Spread the word around. We've got a lot of little flyers. You can always get more at our store. Just pass them around. Please get the word out. We also have a newspaper. There's only a couple of them left. We're really proud of the Cannabis Digest. So if you want to find out about the different events and things that we're doing, please grab the paper. The next big event we're doing next Wednesday night, November 24th, we're in Duncan. at the garage showroom. We're playing a film, Waiting to Inhale, and talking with people in the Duncan area about what's happening there. We're actually, the Buyers Club has bought a car. We're delivering medicine up and down the island every week now. And when we bought the car last year, we didn't know of any other clubs up and down the island. Now I'm happy to say we've helped kind of resurrect the Compassion Club up in Courtenay, and there's even a store in Nanaimo now. So there's 4 different locations. People can get medicine on the island. We're really hoping to either inspire more or help others get theirs going. In fact, the store in Nanaimo, they're going to mimic every one of our club's products, but they're going to make them all organically, which is really cool. It'll be pretty expensive, but we're really honored that other clubs and businesses are going to use our recipes and products. And like I say, more is happening all the time. 29 rallies and stuff this month alone. So yeah, the next one again will be live with our Silent Art auction all afternoon. UVic on Wednesday. So there's always more to talk about, but I'm going to start wrapping things up here a little bit. But before we really move on, there's a really important point in our meetings where we put aside 42 seconds of silence for the victims of the drug war. That's a broad statement. It includes people like Mark Emery rotting in jail right now. I think he's moving to Georgia of all places. He's got a 5-year sentence. There's thousands of people being killed in Mexico every month. Last year there was an average of over 2,000 people, innocent people, being killed in the Mexican drug war. You know, there's cartels showing up at like birthday parties of the children of police officers and just shooting the women and children. It's a horrible, horrible state of affairs, and it's being driven by the war on drugs. There are also billions of people really around this planet that can and should be using this medicine. In Canada alone, there's 1 million people that have got chronic pain of one type or another, 3 or 4 other million that have got sleep issues, anxiety issues and such. Let alone the rest of us chronics that just want to smoke it, right? But there's like 4 million people with medical issues in Canada that need this medicine. Those people aren't eating tonight or sleeping tonight or feeling good about themselves because they can't grow a plant in their backyard. Oh yeah, okay, thank you. And one final note, there are many people that can't be here for other reasons, people that have left us that we should also think about. In the last week, a member of our club, Mark, was murdered here in town. There's a service, I think on Monday or Friday, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, actually in the last year, I've lost many, many friends, members of the Buyers Club and such. And so for all those people that can't be here for one reason or another, please join us for 42 seconds of silence, starting in 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. So, yeah, like I say, today there's a lot going on, and I really appreciate everybody coming here, to be sure, but the day is not over here.